KO.
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 KO. KO.
Hey, but it's not Wednesday.
It is not Wednesday.
You guys left without me yesterday.
We told you what time to be here, and we said if you were a minute or two late, we were leaving, and you did.
Good show.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Really did.
Weather was great.
Oh, it's beautiful. Lots of good stories.
Donuts were good.
You have to call security, Mark.
They actually brought back a box that they gave us, like a great
Yeah.
big box of donuts.
There was,
Saw the box.
8 or 9 donuts in there, and
Gee.
why was that turned off?
Tom comes in and pushes a button, and now you look baffled.
Well, I don't understand why it was turned off.
Let's just blame Double D.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Hey, you and I had an interesting time. On the way back into town, Ken, we stopped at the Bold Goat.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. We fit because we're old goats.
Yeah.
The old goats went to the Bold Goat because we're bold old goats. Anyway, we stopped in, and you got some very unmanlike drink.
I don't know. It was. Hey, I wasn't the only one who had one.
Mine
Came
was-
in and had the same thing.
I'm just telling you, mine was absolutely, totally alpha male.
Mine was pretty darn good.
Did
I-
it reek of caffeine?
I had the Americano. The Americano is like coffee, but they've done it through the thing that they make, the espresso
cappuccino machine?
Yeah, they squeeze every ounce of caffeine out of it. I had a cup of that. Let me tell you something. I was flying until 2:30 yesterday afternoon. And then I'm coming down, baby. I'm coming down. But anyway, had a nice conversation.
Lean green and caffeine.
Yeah. Boy, it was good.
Nice conversation with Jamie Ford.
Wonderful conversation. We're going to do the show there a week from Monday.
Yep. That would be the 16th.
Yeah. Listen, we'd like to go out in the community more often.
That's right.
So that's coming up.
I think the restraining orders have all expired. Haven't they?
They have. They've ran their course,
I beat that rap.
so he can go out and see
Yeah,
people now.
I sure can. Well, don't just say me. You and I broke into a little Wayne County East here a little while ago, didn't we?
We did.
Which is pathetic.
We
Ken.
are learning.
I asked him. I
We
said,
are learning.
Who owned the flower shop before you and
Yeah.
Tina? And I was
Yeah.
looking at Turner. And then I thought it was somebody else. You said it was.
Somebody.
Well, you said it was Melissa Garrison was there for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, your flower shop.
Yeah, your
I thought you
flower-
meant.
No,
I thought you
no.
meant his flower shop.
I
that
asked
one.
him. He said that, and this is going to get who's on first before it's over with.
I believe Russell Wilson
Well, Russell Wilson owned your
started
flower shop.
that
flower
flower
shop.
shop initially.
I'm talking about
Oh.
your flower shop, not who's on first. I'm talking about Black's Fashion Flowers.
That was owned by Letha and John Black
Okay,
initially.
all right.
And
Well,
then
then
it
I got that
transitioned
confused.
to her son,
John
John.
All right.
and his wife Kathy.
And then Chance and Mandy Bird bought it
Yep.
just before we took over.
Okay, all right. You and I have to stop this.
The Black's Fashion Flower lineage.
You and I have to
right.
stop this because we're pathetic at
We're-
Wayne
we're-
County East.
Yeah, we're not very good.
All right. I did a weigh-in yesterday, and I was told when I didn't lose any weight that I need to drink more water.
Coffee's made with water.
My
See this bucket of
advice,
coffee
my
here?
advice was you need to eat less.
I couldn't eat less than I'm eating right now.
Got 2 words for you, buddy. Sauna suit.
Right.
That'd help you lose some weight.
I'd pass out. I'm barely able to maintain one step in front of the other now. Oh, unbelievable.
Hey, and for the record,
yeah.
I did do that football game Saturday night, the 82-48.
You were the guy? Did you know? How in the world? Okay, you got to tell us about
Did
that.
anybody play defense?
Somebody came out in the fourth quarter, and said, "You guys need anything?" I said, "Yeah, some defense."
Did anybody stop anybody at any time?
No. And the thing is, they never got to a 40-point spread.
So it never was a
running clock.
So it
and
just
these
kept going
are
on and
8-minute quarters.
Man. Well, Danny Gilbert told me it was the longest game in JFL history.
Is insane. We have Dr. Nicole Fahey is the team doctor. She comes down because it's nice to have a trainer or a doctor there, and God bless Fairfield Memorial Hospital. They sponsor that for them. And she was looking at me. She goes, that was her first one. She goes, "Are all these games like this?" I said, "Dear heavens, no."
How many hours? It took 2.5, 3 hours, didn't it?
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
And we had to get it done because we started early because there were no lights.
Was it all running the ball up the middle and nobody willing to hit anybody?
There was passing. There was one thing they didn't have.
Kickoff returns, touchdowns.
Yeah, didn't have a field goal.
That's the only thing
we didn't have.
Wow.
We had picks. We had all kinds of stuff.
I had the same feeling last night. I stayed up to past 10:30 to watch the Cardinal game because it just kept going on and on. They kept coming back. The Giants kept hitting home runs off of our relievers. It just kept going like that. It took 3.5 hours.
And the bad thing about that game was that was our third game of the day because we have third and fourth grade, then fifth and sixth grade.
You're back to football,
and then seventh and eighth. Yeah, momentarily.
That's okay. We can jump. We can jump around.
Bill Book was tired. So if he's tired, I mean, you can imagine what I was like.
Well, Kathy's going to have to she's going to have to screw up the regimen a little bit for him then if he's going to be doing games with 120 points.
We went to my house, changed clothes, and went to his house and sat by the fire and rehydrated.
Let me suggest something. Let me suggest a cup of Americano after a game like that.
Maybe before.
You'd go out and you know what happened? I had the Americano yesterday morning at Bull Goat.
Sounds like he's still going.
You know what happened?
What?
I climbed the tower and changed the light out here, right on top.
By the way, it looks good.
Thank you. Well, I was blinking this morning.
I don't think the blue light.
I changed it 3 times. In my hand, the bucket o' bunk.
We want the bunk. Give us the bunk.
Wait for it.
We really need for him to do a solo.
I think so.
Jesse James was born on this date, and I'm talking about the thug from way back. He was born in 1847.
Frank's brother.
Yeah, he died in 1882 at the age of 34. He did not have a long life.
Did he?
Oh, he's dead. Yes, he's dead now. Was he dead then? I don't know. Outlaw, bank robber, train robber, leader of the James Gang. Resided in western Missouri. He had very strong...
And we're not talking about the James Gang that
Joe
Walsh was the leader of.
No, Joe Walsh was not a part of this one. They were very, very strongly aligned with Southern sympathies, the Confederacy.
Didn't they get started in Missouri as part of a band of Southern Confederate guerrillas?
The Bushwhackers.
Yeah, the Bushwhackers. Yeah.
They would go out in Missouri and Kansas and hit Union things. Yeah. In the Civil War, he was not Robin Hood. Really, he was the predecessor for the kind of coverage that Bonnie and Clyde got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody thought there were a lot of newspaper. There's coverage. Everybody's talking about the James Gang. They were famous. Well, he was a thug, and he didn't share any of his loot. And he's gone now. He was gone then too. But he was born on this date in 1847. One of my favorite comedians was born on this date in 1929. Bob Newhart.
Yeah.
I love Bob Newhart.
Funny guy.
Mm-hmm. He's born in Illinois. Yes, he is. He's 89 years old.
Illinois, really?
Yeah, he was born in Oak Park, and his whole life kind of centered around Chicago. His album, for me as a young man, The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart, which still is in the top 20 as far as comedy albums all time, was just wonderful.
Yeah, good stuff.
I remember playing a game in college called Hi Bob.
And
Does it involve marijuana?
No, it does not. No, you sit there, you're watching
that
Newhart,
was called Highmark.
and every time somebody
I
comes,
learned yesterday is that he graduated from Murray State. That tells me something about Murray State. You're only 4 years of playing high bob.
I didn't go to Murray for 4
Bob
years.
Newhart.
How many years you?
Couple.
What, did you go to community college?
I did.
God
for you.
bless you.
Bob Newhart's, the end of his show, the Bob Newhart show,
Yeah.
was the greatest ending of any show I've ever seen.
Remind me.
He was in bed with his, remember his old show?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's in
Well,
bed
was
with
it,
his
uh,
wife,
here's
and he woke up, he
Suzanne
goes,
Plachette? Is that right?
Yes.
yes, he woke up, he goes, my gosh, I had this horrible dream that I owned an inn in Vermont.
Excellent. He was
Yeah.
a Chicago
It's great.
psychologist, Dr. Robert Hawley. That's who he was in the original Bob Newhart show. Then he was a Vermont innkeeper called Dick Loudon in the second show. But he's become famous now in his latter years because he played Professor Proton in The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
He must not be well because I haven't seen him
No.
in quite some time.
Yeah, he's getting up there. He was introduced to his wife, Virginia, by comedian Buddy Hackett. He's got 4 kids. He's got 10 grandkids. His best friend was Don Rickles. Of course, Don's gone on to his reward.
I'd just like to go out and have a drink with those two.
Ah, it'd be great. I just can't imagine. He's an early tech enthusiast. He was one of the first people to buy a Commodore. Remember the Commodores?
Yeah, the
back?
Commodore 64
It
computer.
has nothing to do with Lionel Richie. 1977, he's when he bought his first Commodore. I had a Trash 80 that they gave me when I was a faculty member.
TRS 80.
Yeah,
Yep.
at Lewis and Clark. First year, it was something I used to prop up my books.
It was all inclusive.
64K, I think.
Yeah, all inclusive. Had
And
the
I thought, how
keyboard
would I ever use this?
And the big floppy disk drive. Remember the big
Yes,
floppy
yes.
He
disk?
had DOS,
Yeah.
DOS
Yeah,
operating
DOS.
system.
Oh.
And then you had the cassettes. Remember you
Mm-hmm.
could load programs with cassette.
I wasn't really. I was a fast learner.
Now it takes less time to download a program than it did for me to load all that stuff up.
You know, and that doesn't seem like that long ago. What's it going to be in 10 years?
What's it going to be in 5 years?
You know,
It doubles every year. Raquel Welch. Oh, my
yeah.
goodness. Born Joe Rachel Tejada. She is 79 today.
happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. I'm sure she's out there listening to us.
Saw
Best
her
known.
last night on Shawshank Redemption.
Did you? No.
Well, yeah, a poster of her.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true.
In the background. That poster came from 1 million years BC when she was in the
With Ringo Starr, wasn't it? No.
doe. It was a doe-skin
No.
bikini.
Ringo Starr. She was in a movie with him. What was
Yes.
it?
1 million years BC.
Is that it?
She only had 3 lines, but that doe-skin bikini,
Yeah.
it went around the world. Sort of like Farrah Fawcett's poster back in the 70s. We were big on posters back then.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't.
Can you even still buy posters?
Yeah.
You
Oh, you can? Okay.
You can get them created. I'm sure that
mean, do
Fairfield
they
Printing
sell
Graphics
them like-
can do it.
Well, they
Like
still have the little thing at the end cap, and you can go
Oh,
through
really?
and look at them. And
I haven't really paid attention.
Her first movie was Fantastic Voyage in 1966.
I remember that.
Oh, that was a good one.
And then 1 million years BC in 1966 as well. And then she starred in a movie called Myra Breckenridge that was very spicy in 1970. Married 4 times. She says she'll never marry again. So you guys, no chance, okay? 2 kids. Raquel Welch. She could fill out.
A doe-skin bikini.
She sure could. Michael Keaton on this date was born 68 years old today. Yes, I think he's been known for so many other things, but Batman's big. He was his first big movie was called Night Shift in 1982.
That was a good one.
Henry Winkler was
That's
in
right.
that movie,
That's exactly
Right.
right. That was a good one.
along with Shelley Long.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mr. Mom in
Oh, another good
1983.
Yep.
Johnny Dangerously in 1984.
Which was kind of forgettable.
Gung Ho.
Yeah,
Beetlejuice.
that's true. I remember that one.
Beetlejuice 1988.
Didn't like that.
Then Batman in 1989 and Batman Returns in 1992. He's stayed very busy because his voice is now very marketable. He was a voice in the animated features Cars, Toy Story, Minions. I mean, some of the big ones.
Yeah.
His voice is in. He's from Pittsburgh. He's a huge sports enthusiast in Pittsburgh, so that when he was doing the production of Batman, he had it in his contract that if the Pirates made the playoffs, he would get time off. Pretty
Yeah.
serious. He bought a ranch in Montana, and that's where you can find him. He bought a ranch in the 1980s in Montana.
Is that next door to the Duttons? To Yellowstone?
Yellowstone. Yeah, what a great show that is. Married one time, but divorced. He was in about a 5-year relationship with Courtney Cox. Did you know that?
No.
I didn't know that.
Yep, that's what he was. September 5th, and this date in history, Sam Houston elected the first president of the Republic of Texas. And a lot of people in Texas, I can tell you, still refer to it as the Republic.
Mm-hmm.
1877, Sioux Chief Crazy Horse killed by the bayonet of a U.S. soldier. The chief allegedly resisted confinement in a jail cell. They didn't call him Crazy Horse for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
1881, the American Red...
Have you ever been out to South Dakota and seen the
Oh, you
Crazy
mean
Horse?
the thing that they're making in the mountain?
Yeah.
It
That's-
won't be done in our lifetime.
Oh,
I don't
it'll
think.
never be done.
They're still working on it, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
1881, the American Red Cross provided relief for a disaster for the first time. Haven't heard from Lisa in the last day or two. Lisa Konopasek is in South Carolina. She goes...
She'll probably get busy about tomorrow.
Yeah.
That thing is just hanging off the coast. It's just staying. This is one of the longest term hurricanes I remember. You know, we've been talking about it for a week, and then it just stays. It lurks off the
I'll tell
coast.
you the Caribbean. That's unbelievable.
Oh, what they did to
I mean, it looks like nuclear
Bermuda? Yeah.
devastation.
1906 on this date, a famous thing happened in football. Either one of you guys want to take a chance at this?
1906?
1906.
Forward pass.
The first forward pass. It was Bradbury Robinson executed the first legal forward pass in football. He threw the ball to Jack Schneider of St. Louis University in a game against Carroll College.
And I guarantee you, there were people in the stands saying, pass interference, pass interference.
That's illegal. 1914, Babe Ruth hit his first home run as a professional player in the International League. 1930, Charles Creighton and James Hargis completed the drive from New York to L.A. and back to New York City, all in reverse gear.
Good heavens.
Why would you want to do that?
It took 42 days in their 1929 Model A Ford. And they're famous.
Was
You and I could do
was
that.
the D? I mean, was your transmission messed up
No,
or what?
Can you imagine how much your neck would hurt? Look, turning around, look to see where you're going.
Reportedly, James
Man.
Creighton was very high on caffeine. He had
Maybe
himself
something else,
an
too.
Americano.
Maybe he was enjoying a little reefer madness that
He
day.
stopped in Fairfield and he changed the light on top of the tower. 1939, the U.S. proclaimed neutrality in World War II, and France,
Surrendered.
they sure did. 1960, Cassius Clay of Louisville, Kentucky, won the gold medal in light heavyweight boxing in the Olympics in Rome. I should have asked you what town it was in. 1983, McLear-Lehrer Report. That's the first time that was an hour-long network TV show for news. 86, Merv Griffin aired his final program. 23 years, Merv Griffin. You remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arthur Treacher was his guy. You know, this Ed
Fish and
McMahon.
chips.
But he was better known as Merv Griffin's right-hand man.
And every time you turn on Wheel of Fortune, there's Merv. Wasn't
Because
that
that's
Merv
his show.
Griffin Enterprises?
That's right. 1989, Chris Everett retired from professional tennis, a 19-year career. Music
won a lot.
history, yes, she did. 1986, Dire Straits
Money for nothing.
won the MTV Award for Best Video. And in 1987, on this date, American Bandstand canceled after 30 years on television. Whoops. All right, so our question of the day. The great provocateur, Ken Odie, provided this question to us. I always call him the day before. He always gives me a good one because this one got 1,299 looks. 246 people voted. The question, will you be watching the NFL this fall? And we'll come back with the results on Morning Talk Coffee and Morning Toffee as well, right after this break.
Good is getting an awesome back-to-school haircut. Great is giving back at the same time. This back-to-school season, when you get our free Great Clips online check-in app, we'll donate $1 in supplies to schools in need with a goal of donating $400,000. And with some delivery help from Monster Jam and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, this is one easy way to make a big difference. You get the app, we donate $1. Terms and conditions apply. Learn more at greatclips.com/schools. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Exxon and Mobil present How to Be Supremium. First, fill your tank with Exxon and Mobil's Supremium Fuel. New Synergy Supreme Plus. It keeps your engine 2 times cleaner for better gas mileage. Then get the rest of your car 2 times cleaner. My horn is so clean it squeaks. Sorry about that. So clean your engine with new Exxon and Mobil Synergy Supreme Plus. It's supreme. It's premium. It's Supremium. Fill up today or go to Exxon.com for details.
Synergy Supreme Plus gas compared to Synergy regular gas and 4 fuel-injected engines. Benefits based on continuous use and may vary.
The annual Cedarhurst Art and Craft Fair is Saturday and Sunday, September 7th and 8th in Mount Vernon. Enjoy the art of over 100 crafters, plus food booths, beer tents, great music, and a kids zone. Admission is just $5 for a day, jam-packed with unique artists, lots of music, art demonstrations, great food, beer, wine, craft brews, and fun for all ages. There's pay to park near the fair or catch the $3 round-trip shuttle to Cedarhurst from Times Square Mall. Find all the craft fair weekend details on Facebook or at cedarhurst.org.
Something's in the air. Dust, spores, and a whole host of bad things you can breathe in. Indoor air quality may be something you think very little of until it becomes something you can't ignore. Protect your health and home with Core Indoor Air Quality products. Our solutions are ideal for ventilating, purifying, and balancing humidity in your entire home. Visit CompleteHVAC.org for details and breathe easier. Core, the heart of a smarter home. Call Sam or Kara at Complete HVAC and Plumbing today at 445-3329.
Big games, breaking news, and behind-the-scenes stories. This is Bill Pollock, your host for the Big Ten Today each weekday here on WFIW. The Big Ten Conference is legendary and we'll keep you updated. From football to basketball and everything in between, the Big Ten Today gives you exclusive access to news from every Big Ten program. Tune in weekdays for the Big Ten Today right here on WFIW AM 1390 and 103.3 FM, your News Talk connection.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when Pope John Paul II came to America?
I greet you, America the Beautiful.
The John F. Kennedy Library was dedicated.
And now, in dedicating this library to Jack, we recall those years of grace, that time of hope.
Pittsburgh came back to beat Baltimore in the World Series, and this is what the new music sounded like.
My life. The Rainbow Connection. But you're gonna have to serve somebody. There's gonna be a heartache tonight. But hold on. Come to me. Good girls love that I do. 'Cause I'm a dirty white boy. It's to the left. And if I do, and I'm damned if I do.
Okay, when did we first hear all this? The answer and a piece of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of these great deals. Assorted bone-in pork chops, $1.49 a pound. 10-pound bag of russet potatoes, $3.99. Roma tomatoes are 99 cents a pound. And join them this weekend for their big weekend sale this Saturday and Sunday only. Prices are good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store on West Main Street in Fairfield. Give them a like on Facebook.
October 1979.
Still. The Commodores and Still. The top song of October 1979. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Back with the question of the day. Are you going to watch the NFL?
Yeah. And I have a feeling or two about that. You know, I do have an opinion now and then. It was pretty decided here in our little collection of folks that get involved in our polls. The question was, will you be watching the NFL this fall? No one overwhelmingly, 2-1, 158 to 88. Isn't that interesting?
Said no.
No, not going to watch them. Tommy says, love the NFL, love fantasy football. It doesn't bother me at all that players use the stage they're given to bring awareness to something they believe in. In other words, the taking the knee thing, which is what a lot of people are upset about. Aaron says, the knee thing doesn't bother me due to the fact that we are a free nation. They are free to kneel just as I'm free to stand. Their protest does not impact my life or the game at all. Mark says, if they don't respect our flag, that represents all of the men and women who fought to preserve it. So I have no respect for them. Bernie says, I don't watch football. I'm not a football fan. Dan says, occasionally, but not much. And Bruce says, college football is much better. I have to agree with you on that,
Yeah,
Bruce.
I agree.
Yep. High school's better than that.
I don't watch the NFL. And I used to be really involved in it. I used to really watch it a lot. It has very little to do with taking a knee. Okay? For me, it was the absolute rape of St. Louis by the NFL. They lied, they cheated, they did everything that they said they wouldn't do, and they moved that team to California. And so, I was done with them, and I don't want St. Louis to get another team back. I'm not going to watch the stupid league that they've got now.
They have the Battlehawks.
That's right.
I'm not going to watch that stupid league. I don't need. I got Sunday afternoons. I can be out in the woods. I can be mowing my lawn. I can be doing a lot of things that being a couch potato doesn't make for me. Hey, we had a lot of corrections. So where are you on this, KO?
Sunday afternoons with me are usually time with grandkids and family, and I might watch a little bit of the Green Bay Chicago, because it's the 100th. Was the 100th anniversary of Chicago football?
100th anniversary of the NFL.
Yes. So we'll see. My thing is, it infuriates me when someone does something and they beat their chest and strut around and like they've never done it before.
Right.
And then we have to go out and clean up that mess on Friday night
because it trickles
they think
down.
that's acceptable, and it isn't.
You?
I'm just not an NFL fan.
Me
I'll
and I never have been.
If I come across it, I'll watch it for a little bit, and then I'll be like, whatever. I'll just move on to something else. Now, I will watch when it gets into the playoffs. I'll watch
a Super Bowl.
I'll watch like the NFC and AFC championship games,
Sure.
maybe a couple of playoffs games, and for sure the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'll watch Super Bowl.
But that's about it.
By the way, Lisa Konopasek is in Florence, South Carolina. Lisa working for the Red Cross. She's at a shelter for those evacuated. And I guess they evacuated most of the state of South Carolina, quite honestly. So she's there.
There's a local connection there. Brad Tadlock is he's an FCHS graduate, married to a local lady, is a fire chief at Hilton Head.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm sure he's
He has hands full.
absolutely got his hands full. So I wish them all the best.
I got this from Bruce. She was on a Ridge Tool calendar. I'm not talking about
Rigid.
Lisa Conopassi.
Rigid.
That's Raquel Welch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Lisa Conopassi. No. So, just trying to get us correct. Speaking of the hurricane, it's blowing more than just wind to the California coast. Police in Melbourne, Florida, say a beachgoer Tuesday found a brick of cocaine that had washed up on shore. That came just a couple of days after a duffel bag filled with over a dozen bricks of cocaine washed ashore in Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Man.
There's a lot of people walking the beaches now.
Yeah.
That'll do more for you than a good shot of Americano, I understand. I'd be doing more than changing the light on the tower.
Did you ever hear the deal that Ron White does about hurricanes? He said, I'm going to ride this out, blah, blah. He goes, it's not that the wind blows, it's what the wind blows.
Yeah.
He said, you can ride it out if you want to, except when it blows the hood off a Plymouth and sticks in you.
Yeah. By the way, they don't know. The police say they're warning people that more drugs could come ashore because of Dorian. I wonder how.
Well,
they ditched them at sea.
Yeah, they ditched them at sea in boats where they're trying to smuggle, or maybe there's an airplane they're trying to smuggle. They're trying to smuggle the drugs in, and
they
the
get
Coast
caught
Guard
and
finds out about it, and so
they dump it.
They just dump everything.
Also, this Dorian news just goes on and on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A baby born in Florida as Hurricane Dorian neared the state is being named after the storm. Baby Tahashi Dorian Davis was born Monday as Dorian was booming off the Florida coast. The parents were hoping their new son would wait until after the storm passed. Instead, he came only 2 weeks before the September 14th due date. Dorian is now a storm those folks will never forget because they've got a little baby to go along with it. Porsche. Now, is it Porsche or Porsche?
Yes.
I always say Porsche, but I've heard countless people say Porsche.
I've always said it
What
was
was it
one
Janis
syllable.
Joplin called it? Porsche.
So there's 3 ways to pronounce it. There's somebody that's had a couple of shots along the way. She was not with us anymore. Porsche. I'll say Porsche. Porsche entering the electric car arena. I always thought Porsche was Italian, but it's German.
No, it's German.
It revealed I had Porsche once. I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, I love
I had
that car.
I had a Volkswagen that was an Autobahn edition that had a Porsche engine in it.
I bought it for I think $4,000, and I thought after I got it, I found out if I ever needed a new fuel pump, that
It
was
would
going to
cost you
$4,000. So I got rid of it. Anyway, they say on Wednesday they said that they've got a fully electric sports car, 2 options for the new ride: the Taycan Turbo or the Taycan Turbo S. The company says both models are now available to order. The Turbo starting at, take a guess at the starting tag.
$77,000.
I was going to say 80.
$151,000, and the Turbo is around $180,000. Of course, you don't have to pay. You don't have to buy gas, but how much gas are you going to save by going with electric?
Yeah, it's not going to pay itself off in 3 years.
Speaking of gas, I was saying to my wife as we were driving through downtown last night, it was like at $2.41 or something like that. I said, you back out the state taxes, we'd be under $2 as far as a gallon of gasoline.
Bought gas last week at Costco in Evansville, $2.16.
Really?
Wow.
Did I dream this, or did I see an ad on TV last night from Harley Davidson for their new electric motorcycle? Did I dream that, or was it actually?
You might have dreamed. I don't know anything about that. That's the first I've heard of that one.
Is it? I mean,
huh?
I
Yeah.
think a major,
See, Jeff says yes.
A motorcycle that you can't hear? Boy, I'd do something. I'd wish every motorcyclist in town would get one of those.
Yeah, there's a reason why, or I was told by someone who's a motorcyclist, that there's a reason why they have such loud pipes and everything.
Why is that?
It's so that when you're along the, say you're traveling along a 4-lane road,
People can hear you.
people can hear you and they just don't
Yeah, pull out in front of you.
pull out in front of you or, merge over in the other lane and cut you off.
Jerry Springer's coming back to TV on Monday.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
This time not as a referee of a talk show where everybody beats on everybody.
Yeah.
Have a call.
Yeah, we do.
Go
Good
ahead.
morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
It's true. Harley Davidson did advertise an electric motorcycle.
It is an electric
It is an
motorcycle.
electric-
Ooh,
okay.
Glad to know I'm not hallucinating.
Yeah, well.
All right. Thanks
Thank
for the
you very
call.
much.
Have a good one.
We have confirmation. I was telling you about Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Starts on September 9th. Springer, who worked as a lawyer. I didn't realize this. He worked as a lawyer for 15 years.
Wasn't he also the mayor of Cincinnati?
He
for
was
a
the mayor
while?
of Cincinnati.
Yep.
He got his law degree in 1968 from Northwestern University. That's pretty
prestigious.
Absolutely.
That's a big-time school.
For somebody that's, watching people beat on each other and everybody yell, Jerry, Jerry. Anyway, he's going to actually settle disputes between real people and Judge Jerry.
Judge Jerry.
Judge Jerry.
All right.
All right, what would you rather watch, the NFL or this show? Or Judge Jerry?
I'm too busy in the afternoon to see when this is going to be on, quite honestly. By the way, here's another interesting story, I thought. A British boy that goes blind from junk food.
Really?
A British boy has gone blind from, this is sad, from a lifelong junk food diet. A doctor met 17-year-old, they're keeping his name confidential, 2 years ago at a hospital and said his eyesight had been deteriorating for 2 years. The teen told the doctor he had always been a fussy eater and lived on, in order, French fries, potato chips, white bread, processed ham slices, and sausage. Nothing green. Unless he left the bread out for too long.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's got diagnosed with nutritional optic neuropathy. Says he hopes his story will be a cautionary tale. The report is published this week in the Annals of Internal Medicine. How pathetic. How old? 17?
Yeah.
And that's his diet? I mean, I know that 17-year-olds don't have the best diet.
Maybe he takes a Flintstones vitamin.
Maybe he didn't take a Flintstones vitamin.
Lost his eyesight.
Yeah.
Gee.
Get your boy some carrots.
All right, here's a question of the day.
Go ahead.
If you open a loaf of bread and you see green on 2 slices, do you throw those away and make you a sandwich out of the remaining
Keep diving
bread?
in. Depends on if there's any other bread.
Yes or no?
No.
No.
Are you a yes?
No. Heck yes.
Scrape it off and go.
Man.
I don't know, not
Put
the
it
green.
in the toaster.
But if it's just on 2 slices of bread and you peel those back.
Here's what I do.
Oh, well, it looks like I'm good the rest of the way.
Here's what I do.
Tom
Because
does. See, Tom like a sandwich out
Tom
of that.
eats it with green on it?
Absolutely.
Oh, man. It's a wonder that it walks around. Here's what I do. I buy a loaf of bread. Now, I can't eat bread right now. I'm not going to eat bread for another month and a half.
If then.
I love bread. Anyway, I freeze it. I take 2 slices. I put the bread in the freezer, and then when I want it, I put two pieces in the toaster. I don't let it become toast.
I had myself a note written. I want to make a public statement.
Yes.
Saturday, I witnessed this man eat 1 chicken wing.
Yeah, I heard about
I
that.
sat beside him and watched him walk by succulent thighs and the legs and the
one
and the
little
chicken
wing.
I'll tell you what,
I ate the
those
bones.
bones never had a chance.
I chewed up
They
the
never
bones.
knew what hit them. It was like a wood chipper. He did, as they say in Wayne County, the boy done good.
I made sure you saw that.
He did. He did well.
Yeah, from what I understand,
Of course, there was this big grease stain on his pocket. I think he stuck a chicken. I think he stuck a breast in his pocket.
I didn't cheat.
From what I understand, he made sure everybody in the room knew he only had one chicken leg.
It was
or chicken wing.
Wing, not
Was
a
it,
leg.
was it a
Legs
little
got too much
wing or
meat.
one of those big wings?
No, it wasn't that big.
Okay.
He did well.
It's pathetic. So pathetic. Speaking of my gut,
yeah,
sailors need remedial physical training. That's what the Department of Defense is saying. They said the overall rate of fat service members is up from recent years, with the percentage of personnel weighing in at least, there's some of them that are weighing in at obese levels.
Wow. Well, you get too many of them on a ship, it'll sink.
Well, they're the ones. The sailors are the ones that are the
Yeah.
worst out of all of them. They said right now, there's 17% of our sailors are obese. The number spiked to a quarter of service members over the age of 35. For the Navy, the overall number of obese personnel was 22%. Not 22%, not the 17 I gave you. That's for the entire
All
armed
the branches
forces.
of services, yeah.
Who do you think are the least fat members of the four services?
I'm going to say Marine Corps.
That's what I'm saying.
Without a
Marine
doubt.
Corps.
Only 8.3%. How can you be a fat Marine?
That's true.
And but 22% obese in the Navy, 18% obese in the Air Force, 17% in the Army, and only 8% for the Marine Corps.
What about the Coast Guard?
They didn't give us the Coast Guard.
Well, maybe they're locking that in with the Navy.
Well, the Coast Guard, they're not heavy. The Coast Guard, they're finding bricks of cocaine.
That's true.
And snorting them, and they don't have to worry about their weight.
All
But
right.
anyway, there you go. There it is.
All right.
So
Trivia today.
Ken Odie has brought in trivia as he does. I'm holding on to. I'm a little worried about this. I'm going to ask you guys about this. I'm holding on to Aaron Steiner trivia. 2 different trivias, and because I don't want to appear to be conceited.
Okay.
You know why? These are Mike Dreeth trivia.
Ah, okay.
Aaron, who listens to every word of our talk show.
See, I already blew one of them. How many chicken wings did Mike eat Saturday?
One. There's the correct answer.
All right.
But I'm just saying, I'm holding on to these. And maybe you guys can do it when I'm on assignment one day.
For a
How's that
future
sound?
date. That'll work.
That way I won't be
All
here
right.
and it won't look like I conjured up trivia about myself.
What you got
Ken
for us,
Odie, what do
Ken?
you got?
Send the children to the other room.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm not. I'm kidding. Blazing Saddles trivia.
All right. Oh, good. Go for it.
All right. I'm totally unprepared here. Let me get unwound here. There we go.
How about some more
Okay.
beans, Mr. Taggart? I think you've had enough.
All right. Number 1, who sang the theme song to Blazing Saddles? Number 2, what type of candy did Hedley Lamar buy at the movie premiere? What did Sheriff Bart use in order to outsmart Mungo? Number 4, what was written on the backs of the Klansmen's uniforms? Number 5, what toy was Hedley Lamar looking for while he was in the tub? Number 6, who played the part of Mungo in Blazing Saddles?
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, what was the name of the governor in Blazing Saddles?
Oh.
Number 8, what was the surname shared by the entire town of Rock Ridge?
I know that.
Number 9, what children's toy did Hedley Lamar plan to give the Indians in order to get their land? And number 10, at the end of the movie, which movie did Hedley Lamar purchase a ticket to go see?
All right.
Okay. All right.
Trivia is coming up.
All right.
Hi, this is Megan Berg of People's National Bank in Fairfield. We love our customers. Stop by Friday, September 6th from 11 to 1 for our Customer Appreciation Day. Free food and drinks, giveaways, and a limited time mystery CD special. At People's National Bank, we love our customers and it shows. Stop by Friday, September 6th for lunch and let me, Megan Berg, Retail Sales Manager, show you what a true community bank is all about. People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC.
Listen for the Frontier Community College Sports Instant Replay every weekday at 7:45 a.m. and 3:15 p.m. on WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com. Each day, we bring you a highlight from one of our sports broadcasts throughout the year. You don't want to miss it as we remember all those great plays. Frontier Community College Sports Instant Replay each weekday at 7:45 a.m. and 3:15 p.m. on WFIW 104.9, WFIWradio.com.
The race is on at Holiday World and Splash and Safari in 2020. Go head-to-head against your family and friends on Cheetah Chase, the world's first launched water coaster. Winning comes easy at Holiday World and Splash and Safari with their free unlimited soft drinks, free unlimited sunscreen, free parking, and unlimited rides and slides. Act fast today to always be a winner and save up to $49 per person on their 2020 season passes. Slide on over to holidayworld.com for the biggest savings now through September 15th.
Carson Auction will have a public estate auction for Craig and Becky Larch on Saturday, September 7th at 11 a.m. 2103 County Road 875 East and Reinard, 3 miles north of Johnsonville. Real estate consists of a 1997 Dutch single-wide, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, sitting on 1 acre. There will be a huge selection of antiques, collectibles, tools, and personal property. For a complete sale bill and photos, visit CarsonAuctionRealty.com. Carson Auction Realty, Justin Carson, auctioneer.
And welcome back to Morning Coffee. It's time to talk with Sheldon Bunning from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler. Good morning, Sheldon.
Good morning, Mark.
How's it going this morning, Sheldon?
It's going. The sun's shining. I'm sure the birds are chirping. It's a beautiful day out there.
Are you a Blazing Saddle enthusiast?
Yes and no. I've not watched it enough times to memorize the whole dialogue, but yes, I do like me some Blazing
All right,
Saddle.
well, some people are challenging, saying that we should know all 10 of these Blazing Saddle questions. And I'm disappointed. There's not one about the campfire scene.
Well,
you know.
That's what a great line. How about some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I think you've had enough.
All right. Sheldon, what you got going on there at Le Mans today?
well, it's a new month. We're into September here, so we've got some new programs.
Do tell.
They've got some deals on the Pacifica van I'm looking at here for the 19s. I'm looking that everybody qualifies financially or the financial deal is 0% for 5 years and rebates of up to $2,250. That's a deal they put back on the Pacifica. We've got some bigger deals on the GM stuff. I think we've got 20% off MSRP on the new 1500 Silverado and a Crew Cab LT model. They've announced some 20% off on Buick Encores, the little Encore, great little SUV. So quite a bit of savings there. We've got deals on the Jeeps as well. I think we've got some expanded programs on the Cherokee and the Renegade, and even the Grand Cherokee.
All right. Gotta like that. Of course, Le Mans has a plethora of used cars on the lot if you're looking for a used model.
We do. We always need more, so we'll give you good money for yours if you're going to trade it on a new one.
And you don't even have to trade. You guys just will buy, too, right?
We'll buy your car.
All right.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
All right. And, of course, the entire inventory can be seen online at LeMansOnline.com. And, by the way, you've got some special online deals going on, too.
Yes, we do. We have, I think most of our new and used are discounted down online, special sale pricing. So.
All righty. Sheldon, as always, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
All right, you guys do the same.
All right. Sheldon Bunning from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler joins us every Monday and Thursday on the WFIW Morning Show. Fairfield forecast calling for sunshine today with a high of 88, clear tonight, low 58. For tomorrow, sunshine, high 88. Sunny and 80 on Saturday. For Sunday, partly sunny, partly cloudy, high of 80. And for Monday, partly cloudy, high 88. Overnight low 58. Yesterday's high was 85. Currently humidity at 94%. Winds out of the north-northeast at 5 miles an hour and the pressure at 30.13. Partly sunny skies right now. We've got 63 at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looking very good this morning as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation. All righty, Blazing Saddles trivia today.
I've got.
I knew that was going to come on.
That is the first movie to ever have the sound of flatulence.
All right.
That's
In a-
enough
in
to
a
make it
movie.
one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
All right.
We'll bring them on.
Here we go. Who sang the theme song to Blazing Saddles?
Wasn't it Mel Brooks?
No.
No. Okay.
He did everything else in it, but
yeah.
Was it the lead female in the?
No, it's a male. He also sang the theme to Rawhide. Come on, you know it. He sang every Western theme ever. Frankie Lane, very good.
Frankie
Tom.
Lane.
Well, Frankie.
That from the Peanut Gallery.
That's right.
Frankie was not told that it was a comedy.
That's right. That's exactly
Really?
right.
He thought it was legit when he cut it.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
What type of candy did Hedley Lamar buy at the movie premiere?
I know that. Raisinets.
You know what happened?
He got.
He got flatulent.
He got. He got choked when he saw Bart was closing in on him, was following him.
Okay.
All right. What did Sheriff Bart use to outsmart Mongo?
I don't remember.
Remember, he came up to the door and said, Mongo. Come on.
Land shark?
Nope.
Oh, no. It was
Candygram. Candygram. Candygram for Mongo. Mongo like candy. I love this movie. All right. Number 4.
And they could not make that movie today.
No.
No, there's no way.
What was written on the backs of the Klansmen's uniforms?
Some type of advertisement for a cleaning company, right?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Peanut Gallery.
Tom?
Have a nice day.
That's right.
Have a nice day.
All right. This scene is almost at the end of the movie, by the way.
Mhm.
Number 5. What toy was Hedley Lamar looking for while he was in the tub?
His rubber ducky.
Nope.
No?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Taggart reached into the bathwater to help Mr. Lamar locate his Froggy.
Froggy.
Okay. All right. Who played the part of Mongo in Blazing Saddles?
He was a defensive tackle
Was
for
it
the
Alex
Detroit
For the Lions.
Lions.
Correct.
Yeah.
Alex Karras. The late Alex Karras. Mongo was a huge villain played by Alex Karras, who Hedley Lamar sent to kill Sheriff Bart. Alex Karras was a real-life football player for the Detroit Lions prior to his career in acting.
Yep.
All right.
Mr. Webster, wasn't it? Or Webster.
No.
Webster.
Yeah, he was in Webster. He was the dad in Webster.
Yes, he was.
What was the name
With
of
his
the
real wife.
Really?
Yeah, that was his real wife.
Interesting. What was the name of the governor in Blazing Saddles? William J.
Piatone?
Nope. Close.
No.
Peanut Gallery.
Lepetomaine.
Lepetomaine.
Yep.
Okay.
That was Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
What was the surname shared by the entire town of Rock Ridge?
Go ahead.
They were the Johnsons.
I know.
That's right.
'cause
Howard Johnson was the hotel person.
Dr. Samuel Johnson is right about Howard Johnson being right. How many flavors of ice cream did Howard Johnson's have? There's one.
I don't know.
Tom knows. One.
One.
All right. What children's toy did Hedley Lamar plan to give the Indians in order to get their land?
I don't know.
I don't know that one. Oh, paddleball.
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 The little, paddle
Bang,
with
bang,
the
bang.
The
little
governor
rubber
always
ball.
claimed to have a warped paddleball because he couldn't do it.
Yes, that's right.
He ended up giving the paddleball sets to his cabinet in lieu of pay.
Yeah, well.
You're right. They couldn't make that movie today.
No, they couldn't.
You couldn't make any Mel Brooks movie today.
No.
What was the name of the lady in that movie?
Madeline Kahn.
Yeah, Madeline Kahn.
Wasn't she?
Was she in The Jerk?
The new phone books are here.
Oh, gosh, The Jerk.
Was
That
she
a
in The
great-
Jerk, Tom?
No.
No, okay.
All right.
Anyway, I liked her. She was wonderful in that. Mel Brooks had a string right there.
When they made that movie, he aired it for all the executives. The movie executives had
And they
them
didn't
come
get it?
in, and they didn't laugh. And he said, "All right." He said, "I get it." So he had all the staff come in and the employees of the theater of the company come in. It was hilarious. He goes, "Well," he said, "I know now who judges comedy." And so they made the movie, and it was a huge hit.
He was Mel Brooks. I think my first memory of him was what, the 1,000-year-old man, 10,000-year-old man. He and it was a comedy act that he did.
Who was he with?
Oh, it's the guy that played in Dick Van Dyke is the star.
Who was it?
Jerry
Tom?
Van Dyke?
No,
Who
it was Reiner. It was
Al.
Oh, Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner, not
his
Carl
dad.
Reiner.
Carl Reiner.
Carl Reiner. Yes.
And they're both still living.
Yes,
They were on a
I saw
talk
an
show.
interview
Yeah.
not too long ago. They did.
Now, there's another two guys I would like to sit down and have a beverage with them.
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
you? Wouldn't you? Oh well. All right, we're getting on time.
We are on time.
All right. Well, Ken Odie, it's always Wednesday, Thursday. Whenever. We love having you here. We really enjoy it. Now
flexible.
I'm going to think I got 2 more days left in the week, but I know I'm not.
He is flexibly fatulant today.
Talk to you tomorrow on Morning Coffee.
News, talk, sports, and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center. Free motion-based upgrades or save up to $900 on select Serta or iComfort mattress sets through September 9th at Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Hurricane Dorian's a Category